everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So here we are, 2 weeks past the cake Nerf, and I wanted to make this video to talk about whether or not it's still worth it to attend these cake parties. And before we go too deep into the video, I will say yes, it is still like worth it to make it. I did touch upon the video with the crab pot pie that it might be more worth it to do those, and I still agree on that statement because it's still easier to gather the amount of people needed. It's easier with the ingredients, and depending on your team to make cakes, it's still faster to make 100 crab pot pie compared to the cakes. Most parties only can make around 50 in the time that you can make 100, which is about an hour. But, and this is a big but, if you do find a team that can work really well together, that can make like 100 cake possible in an hour's time, then the numbers are different, very different. And that's actually what I want to talk about here today, because I have been attending these cake Olympic parties, which I've grown very fond of, and we have managed to make 100 cakes not just within an hour. Yesterday we actually broke our record and we actually made 100 cakes in 55 minutes, and I have all the cakes right here. So let us go over to the shopping bin so I can show you how much all these cakes are worth it. Alright, here we are in the shopping bin, and let me just put everything in. So this is a 100 cake party, and you can see here it is worth 74,000, which is a lot of money in just 55 minutes. But it's not everyone that can do this, and let me just show you here in this video exactly how we did it. So you can see here on the clock we start around 3 a.m. in game, and that is very important because when we are done you can see that it is not even close to 3 a.m. It is closer to around 1 a.m. So it is obvious that we did all this within an hour. But yeah, I am on the jamming spot, the one that is actually also free now. It used to be the spot where you would use your jam, but now we have an extra step in where you have to make the fruit frosting as an addition to the other steps. But let me not get ahead of myself. Let me start from the beginning. So as a starter, you want to use your star quality blueberries, and our starter has to be fast in putting all the layers in the end, which you can also see on the recording. It is going really fast. I do have this sped up a lot too. The leafers has to be ready even before the cake starts. So they are in the menu just waiting for the cake to be readied up, and then they grind their leaves as fast as possible. Next, we usually have the froster going in regular parties to limit the amount of UI fighting, but because it does take some time away from the cakes, we have the batters go first, and they have it all set up so they can do batter pretty much at the same time. And then it's next to the ovens. They have to react to the batters being ready as fast as possible. As soon as the batter has been made, the fruit froster has to wait for the froster to use the last leaf. And as soon as they have the fruit frosting at the top, they can do that. And then it just comes down to us at the jelly station, where we have to make sure to jam the layers as soon as we have both the layers and the fruit frosting. And in the end, our starter will make sure to put everything together as fast as possible. So in these parties, there's no room for mistakes, no room for people to forget what they're doing or get distracted or burn a layer. That will be the worst thing ever. We have each cake down to around like 30 seconds, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. But we have like a really good average time for every cake, so it is really amazing to be at these parties because you know you can always be sure to be done around the hour time. And we're actually trying to aim for even less time altogether. This round here, we actually didn't do our best for all the cakes, but we did do like the average best that we've done. So we know we can do better, and that is what we are aiming for. But if you're not into this kind of speed or this fast paced and you just want to make cakes in the regular, I think you can still just do regular parties and attend as normal. You will still get a good value out of attending these parties. And especially because we all still collect the sweet leaves, we still do apples and blueberries, and you know, it's still like a cozy time to join in and do a lot of cakes with people. For me, I really do like the social part about it, and also for us that have done these Olympic parties, I really enjoy trying to see how fast we can do it. It is a sport for me and everyone else that is attending, and it gives like some kind of adrenaline, and it's really fun. But yeah, now that you have done all these cakes, then what should we do about it? Back before the Nerf, everyone was advised to put all the cakes in the glowworm farms, but now that is not really the best option because you don't really get more out of it. I still put all my cakes in the worm boxes because I still need the glowworm, I still need the fertilizer for my farm, and I also just like to see the machines running, and I don't mind just selling them even though the value isn't the best anymore. It's still pretty much on par. But if you don't want glowworms or the fertilizers, I would just advise you to sell them in the shipping bin. But yeah, that is my take on the cake parties. I do overall still think that it is worth it to do these cake parties. If you can find a group where you really try your best to do it as fast as possible, then the time spent per the money gained will be better. But if you're not into the high speed things, then you might not be into doing cake parties this way, but you can still have cozy cake parties. Or you can also still try to catch the vampire crabs and attend some vampire crab parties. Those are still very lucrative, and now with the new update, I think mining has really stepped up and gotten into the competition of earning money. So let me know in the comment section below if you want me to make a dedicated video about how to make money while mining, because I think that is also very interesting. I have done a video about mining the gemstones, which you can see here in the end screen. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below if you want a more detailed mining guide for money. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. And until next time, have fun. Bye! Hey.